15 billion ringgit Terima stimulus package to combat COVID-19 unveiled. Seremban Port Dickson to be under MCO beginning tomorrow. And you're watching News at 10 with me, Brendan Lepol. Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin today announced the Perlindungan Ekonomi dan Rakyat Malaysia Terima assistance package worth 15 billion ringgit. In a special address, he said the government had already announced 4 economic stimulus packages worth 305 billion ringgit previously. Tan Sri Muhyiddin said a total of 22 initiatives will be implemented under Terima, anchored on 3 main objectives, namely combating the COVID-19 outbreak, safeguarding the welfare of the people and supporting the business continuity.
Kerajaan telah berkali-kali membuktikan bahawa kita tidak akan berkompromi di dalam memastikan kesejahteraan rakyat, kelangsungan perniagaan dan ketahanan ekonomi kita. Maka sukacitalah saya ingin umumkan pada hari ini sebuah lagi pakej bantuan perlindungan ekonomi dan rakyat Malaysia atau secara ringkasnya PERMAI, PERMAI, PERMAI yang bernilai sebanyak 15 bilion ringgit.
As the daily cases of COVID-19 in the country spike to record levels, the federal territories and 6 states have been placed under the movement control order in an effort to break the chain of infections. Malaysia's new daily COVID-19 figure breached the 4,000 mark for the first time on Saturday, with a record 4,029 cases. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister said the economic stimulus packages, Budget 2021 and the Terima assistance package will continue to boost consumption. Furthermore, he said high-impact projects and initiatives with significant economic multipliers will continue to drive the economic recovery momentum. The Terima aid package is the 5th initiative implemented by the government to help the people and protect the economy since the Movement Control Order MCO was first implemented in March last year. Now, the Terima assistance package improves on the existing ongoing initiatives and also accelerates the implementation of related initiatives. A total of 22 initiatives will be implemented under Terima, anchored on the 3 main objectives. Let's take a look. The government also announced that the wage subsidy program 3.0 under Social Security Organisation, SOCSO, will be improved. Now, Tan Sri Muhyiddin said all employers operating during the Movement Control Order MCO are eligible to apply regardless of sector. For a 1 month duration, employers will receive a wage subsidy amounting to 600 ringgit for every one of their employees with a salary under 4,000 ringgit. In addition, the limit of 200 employees per subsidy application will be increased to 500 employees. This initiative involves an extra allocation of 1 billion ringgit, which is expected to benefit 250,000 employers.
Bagi mereka yang kehilangan pekerjaan dalam tempoh pelaksanaan PKP, kerajaan bersetuju untuk melonggarkan syarat permohonan bagi program Sistem Insurans Pekerjaan atau SIP Prihatin. Pekerja yang tidak memenuhi caruman minimum ataupun tidak dilanjutkan kontrak perkhidmatan setelah pembaharuan dibuat sekurang-kurangnya 3 kali, sekarang dibenarkan untuk memohon bantuan keuangan SIP Prihatin sebanyak 30% daripada gaji mereka selama 3 bulan.
Meanwhile, a total of 24 million ringgit was allocated by the government for full payment of delivery riders under the SOCSO Self-Employment Security Scheme. To date, almost 32,000 applications for this scheme have been received. Meanwhile, the Premier said the one-off financial assistance for frontline workers in the country will be paid out in the first quarter of this year. Tan Sri Muhyiddin said the aid includes 500 ringgit for healthcare frontliners and 300 ringgit to other frontliners, as announced during Budget 2021.
Manakala bayaran bulanan sedia ada yang diterima sebanyak 600 ringgit oleh petugas Barisan Hadapan Kesihatan dan 200 ringgit oleh petugas barisan hadapan yang lain akan tetap diteruskan sehingga wabak COVID-19 ini berakhir.
The Premier said the government will also recruit an additional 3,500 medical and health officers that will report for duties at the end of this month. He said this initiative involves an allocation of 150 million ringgit, adding that the government will increase the recruitment of healthcare professionals should a need arise to support the immunization program. Tan Sri Muhyiddin also said the first batch of COVID-19 vaccines are expected to arrive in Malaysia by the end of February. According to the Prime Minister, the vaccination program plans will proceed according to schedule. To date, the government has signed 3 purchase agreements with international vaccine developers to obtain the required vaccine supply. Tan Sri Muhyiddin said through the established Special Committee on Ensuring Access to COVID-19 Vaccine Supply, the government will ensure transparency in the procurement of vaccines and give the utmost priority to the National Immunization Program with an allocation of 3 billion ringgit.
Bagi penetapan mereka yang akan menerima vaksin ini kelak, dalam sedikit masa lagi, garis panduan dan kaedah penentuan bagi individu yang perlu mengambil vaksin ini akan dihebahkan. Realistiknya, program vaksinasi ini dijangka berjalan secara berperingkat sehinggalah tempoh keseluruhan selama 12 bulan. Nah, ini bermakna kumpulan pertama yang dijangka menerima vaksin ini adalah pada awal Mac dan mendapat meliputi lebih daripada 80% atau hampir 27 juta penduduk Malaysia menjelang suku pertama tahun 2020.
He added that the Muzakara Committee of the National Council for Islamic Religious Affairs has determined that consumption of the COVID-19 vaccine under the Islamic principle is permissible. COVID-19 cases in the country remained above the 3,000 mark as Malaysia entered the 6th day of the second movement control order. In a statement, Healthcare Director General Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said the country recorded 3,306 new COVID-19 cases today. This takes the tally up to 161,740. 4 people also died due to the coronavirus, raising Malaysia's COVID-19 death toll to 605. The country also discharged 2,293 COVID-19 patients, which means 122,344 people have recovered. The number of people with active COVID-19 infections in Malaysia has gone up to 38,791. Currently, 226 patients are in intensive care, with 94 requiring ventilator support. 7 of today's cases were imported infections, while the rest were local transmission. Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham also said 9 new clusters were detected today involving 7 states. A new annex at the low-risk COVID-19 Quarantine and Treatment Centre (PKRC) at the Malaysia Agro Exposition Park, Serdang, MIAPS, began operating this evening. It also houses local child patients so that they can be more at ease when quarantined along with their mother or guardians. According to PKRC 2.0 Director Dr. Shahabuddin Ibrahim, over 600 local women patients in MIAPS Hall B have been relocated to the new facility. This move intends to provide greater comfort, simultaneously helping them recover faster by boosting their mental health. Meanwhile, the previous hall will be repurposed for treatment of more critical COVID-19 patients. Previously, Health Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Adham Baba informed that the capacity of PKRC 2.0 will be increased to accommodate 10,000 patients compared to 8,000 previously. This improvement was made by opening another annex, Hall D1, for the purpose of accommodating families which have been tested positive for COVID-19. The government has decided to enforce the Movement Control Order (MCO) in Seremban and Port Dickson districts in Negeri Sembilan for 2 weeks beginning 19 January. Senior Minister for Security Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the decision was made on the advice of the Health Ministry following the surge in COVID-19 cases in the areas. In a statement, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri explained that Seremban district recorded a high virus transmission rate with an increase of about 876 cases within a period of 14 days. He added that 7 out of 9 sub-districts in Seremban have been categorized as red zones, with all of them reported between 56 and 283 infections. As for Port Dickson district, the Health Ministry confirmed that there was a drastic increase in the amount of positive cases within 2 weeks involving several clusters. As such, the senior minister said the implementation of the MCO is important in order to prevent further spread of the disease within the community, apart from controlling the movements in the 2 districts. Meanwhile, the Enhanced Movement Control Order (EMCO) imposed at Kampung Timbang Dayang, Kota Belud in Sabah ends today as scheduled. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the Health Ministry has conducted 516 screenings which revealed 53 positive cases. However, he said the remaining active cases in the locality are currently under control and there were no small samples with pending results. Following this development, he said the National Security Council special meeting today decided to end the EMCO in the area according to plan. The Perlis Labour Department is conducting a special operation beginning today until 28 February to ensure all 2,562 registered foreign workers in the state undergo COVID-19 screening tests. Its director, Iskandar Jasa, said the move was taken in order to contain the pandemic among the community. He said 11 employers were checked today and found only one of them had conducted COVID-19 screening for its workers. Briefing reporters today, Iskandar urged all employers to do so immediately or face the consequences.
Berdasarkan pada arahan kerajaan di bawah peraturan ini, setiap majikan yang menggajikan pekerja asing mereka wajib untuk disaring, dan sekiranya mereka gagal atau melanggar peraturan ini, tindakan juga akan boleh diambil, iaitu kesalahan dia kalau sabit RM1,000 atau denda, ataupun boleh juga dipenjara sehingga 6 bulan atau kedua-duanya sekali.
He said all foreign workers who had undergone the COVID-19 screening before the 1st of December 2020 would also need to be tested again. The flood situation appears to be improving in Pahang, Sabah and Sarawak with a minor drop in the number of evacuees. So far, a total of 20 temporary relief centres, PPS, are currently in operation nationwide to accommodate 1,459 individuals evacuated from their homes. According to the Welfare Department Disaster Info Portal, only 700 evacuees remain at 8 PPS in 3 districts in Pahang as at 7 p.m. today. The worst hit area is Kuantan, with a total of 380 individuals placed at 2 relief centres. Over in Sabah, the number of residents evacuated to PPS dropped to 434 as compared to 673 this morning. Taparuli recorded the highest number of evacuees at 80, followed by Beaufort at 78. In Sarawak, only the relief centre at Sekolah Kebangsaan Tanah Puteh in Serian district remained in operation, housing 325 victims as at 4 p.m. The State Disaster Management Committee report announced the closure of 4 centres in the district, namely Dewan Kampung Rimba Padi, Dewan Kampung Slabi Entoko, Dewan Balik Bun Janjun and Dewan Masyarakat Serian today. Selangor makes over 1 billion ringgit spillover via 11/11 mega sales campaign. MBank has signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with the Malaysian Investment Development Authority (MIDA) for the implementation of MIDA's Smart Automation Grant or SAG. Now, the partnership between the two organizations aims to help companies refine their knowledge, especially small and medium enterprises (SMEs) and mid-tier companies (MTCs) on matters pertaining to automation and digitalization. In a release statement, MBank said the collaboration will also provide opportunities for the existing companies to receive benefits from the SAG. Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of MIDA, Dato' Azman Mahmud, said the signing of the MOU is in line with the goal to create awareness and financial guidance to assist the SMEs and MTCs to automate and digitalize their operations and production process. He added that SAG will not only improve the country's industrial competitiveness, but also reduce the reliance on low-skilled foreign workers while creating new job opportunities in high-value-added sectors. The SAG initiative is part of the 100 million ringgit allocation approved within the National Economic Recovery Plan, launched by the government on the 2nd of December 2020. Selangor has gained a whopping 1.04 billion ringgit in ripple effect to its economy through the 2-month e-Bazaar 11/11 mega sales campaign. Now, Selangor Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Amiruddin Syari said this includes a total of 32.1 million ringgit of direct sales generated through the 2 million ringgit in vouchers channeled by the state to e-commerce merchants. This, he said, has benefited a total of 73,791 e-merchants who took part in the program via the Lazada and Shopee platforms, which ran from 26 October to 15 December last year. Speaking virtually announcing the success of the program today, Datuk Seri Amiruddin said the top 4 most popular sales categories were mobile phones and accessories, home appliances, home and living, as well as health and beauty. The campaign was jointly coordinated by Invest Selangor and the Selangor Information Technology and E-Commerce Council, in collaboration with Shopee and Lazada, 2 of the most popular online shopping platforms in Malaysia. For the record, the 8-week e-Bazaar Raya campaign saw 11.7 million ringgit in direct sales collected and 341.5 million ringgit in ripple effect to the state's economy. Concludes this evening's news at 10. In our top story, government announces Perma aid package worth 15 billion ringgit to combat COVID-19. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Till then, I'm Brandon Paul. Stay tuned to Saluran Berita RTM and have a pleasant evening.